Alrighty, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about Jason Tatum once again. Alright, and last time I spoke on JT, I got a lot of lack. I got a lot of backlash. A lot of people were telling me I'm a fake analysis. A lot of people were saying I can't talk on sports. I'm stupid, I'm that, I'm this. And not only is this narrative of mine becoming more and more popular, but it's becoming more and more true as the days move forward, and especially with game 1 of the NBA Finals. I said Jaylen Brown was the best player on the team, and I said that Jason Tatum was the second. What did Jason Tatum do in game 1? Shoot below 40% and had 6 turnovers and did score 20 points. The leading scorers were Kristaps Porzingis with only 13 shots taken because he shot 60%. Jaylen Brown put up 20 plus points as well on solid efficiency. Had 6 turnovers with 16 points. Is proving my point once again. Jaylen Brown shot 60% with 22 points, along with 3 blocks and 3 steals, something that Jason Tatum to do. Kristaps Porzingis was looking like the best 2 in the NBA history. Mid-range pull-ups, pump faking, getting defenders out, blocking any shot that came near him, shot or someone trying to boom on his head. While on the other side, Jason Tatum wasn't doing shit. Besides breaking shots, taking the most shots on the team, having the most turnovers, he just failed to be the playmaker when the ball was in his hand. Jason Tatum doesn't create for the team. And what happens when they are able to game plan for a superstar? He failed to show up. On the other hand, Luka Doncic showed up. Jaylen Brown showed up. Kyrie Irving did not show up. Kyrie Irving shot 30%. That is not going to win you any games. He went 6 of 19. No. You got to have him go at least 12 of 30. That's the worst he can shoot, is 12 of 30. Because at least he got 20. Jaylen Brown, he showed why he's the number 1 player on this team. Jason Tatum's not winning the Finals MVP. I hope you guys understand that. Jason Tatum is the second best player on this team. He showed it in game 1. It's only game 1. He can accomplish much more with this. Number 3 or 4 best player in this. So it's going to be interesting to see how Kyrie Irving bounces back. Luka Doncic is going to have a great game, an outstanding game. Expect at least 35 points from him. Other than that, I just had to take to the fact that Jason Tatum is extremely overrated. He was a first-team All-NBA guy. What? Name another first-team All-NBA player that has this cool. But he's had literally 2 to 3 All-Stars on his roster since the time he stepped foot into the NBA. And yes, granted he wasn't a superstar those first 3-4 seasons, but since being a superstar in 2019-2020, he has done really... No, he does do good in the playoffs. I can't say he doesn't. But just look on the flip side. When you look at other superstars like Jokic or Luka just now got his second scoring option. Kristaps is not a second scoring option on a successful team. Don't even try to say that Kristaps was. You can say Jalen Brunson. Okay, that was the Dallas Mavericks faculty and coaching that just didn't understand at hand. So yes. But did Luka not make the Western Conference Finals with... He didn't make Jalen Brunson was yet to make an All-Star. So All-Star, he made it to the Finals. That's a first-team All-NBA player. You give the roster that Jason Tatum has had to Luka Doncic would have 2 to 3 rings by now. And that's the difference between a superstar, a guy who is truly an MVP player, and the difference between Jason Tatum. Because Jason Tatum has never seen some of the best help in the entire NBA. He had Kyrie Irving, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford. He had all these guys. Marcus Smart, who was a Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, the list goes on of guys he's had since stepping. Terry Rozier, his team has always been loaded. And then as the time evolved, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum both started to become better and better players, and they only were getting better and better role players surrounded by them. They have the best, most deep roster in the entire NBA. You have Jrue Holiday, Derek White, Kristaps Porzingis, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford. Peyton Pritchard, who averaged 15 points per game in the regular season. Jason Tatum has the best help in the entire NBA history, and guys are saying he's the best player in the league just because he averages the most points. If you look at every game, he takes, even the games that he doesn't have top 2 points, he took the most shots. He just gets the most shots. This is exactly what I'm saying. Jason Tatum is not a true. He's not a true system. He just gets the most shots in this Boston Celtics system. So of course it's going to turn out to more points because yes, he is a good shooter. He is a good 3-point shooter, and he's an above average mid-range shooter. But his 3-point shot is very inconsistent. But when he gets hot, yes, those are the nights he'll give you 30, 40, and even 50. But on the nights where his jump shot isn't good, he's going to give you 16 points like he did in Game 1. Luckily, he was able to be carried by Jaylen Brown and Kristaps Porzingis. If you give these amounts of shots to Jaylen Brown, easily average the same amount of points and with better efficiency than Jason Tatum. That's what you guys need to realize, and that's what this video is about. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, peace.